Was it intentional? So guys, now if once a person starts explaining, this is what happened, this is not what happened, that person is screaming guilty. You understand? So it's definitely not my intention to come onto a live video and start explaining myself, because obviously I know what happened and I was there. Do you understand?
In less than 2 minutes, I want to tell you why Thembi Seete is such a genius, a media genius, an underrated genius. And there's a move that she pulled this week, which I hope some of you saw, and for me it sort of confirmed that she is a genius.
If you want to know how to do PR like a pro, take a page out of Thembi Seete's book. Let's talk about it.
So if you've been scrolling on TikTok in the last few days, well then you would have seen a very interesting video that's been recently going viral. You see, in the video from a June 2025 campaign photo shoot, it seemed to depict Zee Nxumalo and Seete appearing to ignore Thembi Seete, and many people on the internet have been wondering why exactly would they do this. You see, this viral video led to a lot of public backlash and debates about the respect inside the film industry, and it's got many people wondering how could these two stars be so rude to the legend Thembi. Well, on June the 21st, 2025, a behind the scenes video showed Zee Nxumalo and Seete seemingly dismissing Thembi during a photo shoot while taking selfies and ignoring her questions about the photo shoot. Now, many people who are watching this video would be taken aback by Zee Nxumalo and Seete's actions, and they'd be wondering why exactly would they show so much disrespect towards Thembi, who is clearly a legend in the acting game, with comments saying it doesn't look nice nje, gaining 197 likes, and even another comment saying she's only engaging with Seete, and even another comment saying it looks deliberate. But you would get an even crazier comment addressing the situation that would say there's a difference between disrespectful and creating awkward moments and just being excited to see your friends. Don't justify this, gaining 112 likes. However, one comment would completely blow up on this thread saying she treated Thembi like her fan, forgetting that Thembi has been in the game long before her. You see, this interaction came as a shock to many people who were watching the video, because it clearly seemed like Thembi was holding a phone, getting ready to take a picture with the other girls. She even asked the question "Senzenjani," clearly alluding to the fact how were they going to take these photos. However, Zee Nxumalo and Seete were also holding identical phones and clearly taking selfies together, and they seemingly paid no attention to Thembi, and they just continued with their interaction without even acknowledging her. However, they did eventually turn to include Thembi in the photos, but the initial moment was perceived as dismissive by many people who were watching, and the internet would completely lose their mind regarding this post, because soon after the moment was captured and it was shared on Twitter, well, people started going crazy, with one comment saying, "I don't think both Zee Nxumalo and Seete appreciate or even understand the size and influence of Thembi's loyal fan base. Zee Nxumalo thinking she's better than the legend Thembi." However, you would get a crazy comment that would seemingly dig a little bit deeper, saying EFF taught Zee Nxumalo a culture of disrespect. I don't care if Thembi stood on your dress, you don't disrespect a diva like that. The pride before the fall, gaining 3.4 thousand likes. It's clear that this comment was very popular amongst viewers. It's honestly very clear that the internet was not happy with the video they were seeing online. However, it wouldn't be long before Zee Nxumalo would clap back with her facts of the event that took place, where she would quickly host a live session to respond to the backlash that she was receiving.
Guys are drawing right now, like angin blame futhi angangivuka kusasa ngathi hi banomona bayangizona akunamuntu ozonda umuntu la. I saw the video, nisuke nibe ne angazi, maybe there's a certain agenda nifuna ukuyiphudio uyanipisa uthi no, that's not what happened, but still nifuna ukuchubeka and push a narrative, which makes me like question, you know, everything ukuthi manje ngathi seyajika direction. And obviously once it starts changing, isengaphezulu kwamandla akunanto engayenza, yabo. But I saw the video, I don't wanna lie, like the very same video that you guys are looking at is the very same video that I'm looking at. And like I'm saying to you, if I'm a person that had no context, I would have said this is a weird video. Rude, I don't know, but it's weird. You understand? Was it intentional? Eish. Hayi mara nina nibadala. Ene sibadala sonke la. So guys, now once a person starts explaining, hi, yeah, this is what happened, this is not what happened, the person is screaming guilty. You understand? So it's definitely not my intention to come onto a live video and start explaining myself, because obviously I know what happened and I was there. Do you understand? So advice.
You see, in this live session, she would try to defend her character. However, she would clearly acknowledge the fact that the moment was very awkward, because she's watching the exact same video that everybody else is watching, and there's clearly nothing she can do about that. However, she knows personally what exactly happened in that video, and she clearly meant no ill will. However, the comments under this post had no remorse for Zee Nxumalo, with one comment saying, "Uthini lo muntu," and even another comment saying, "What exactly did she say?" However, another comment would ask, "Was it intentional?" Simple English, asking Zee Nxumalo, was the interaction intentional or was it not? Just explain. However, you would even get another comment saying, "Still waiting for her explanation," gaining 120 likes. But even a crazier comment would say, "She has Scott's Mapuma vibes, but hides it behind the pretext of being mature," gaining 150 likes. One thing is very clear, and that's the fact that people want a proper explanation or even apology from Zee Nxumalo towards Thembi that night. However, whether or not we're gonna get that in the near future remains to be seen.
Zee Nxumalo udala shem explainer ude wenza ne live nosisi ba explainer ngalento ba hayi bona abanangxaki noThembi. Cela babethuna naniyeke le trend bethuna nanoba into lento niyidingayo nani nana.
However, while doing my research to see whether or not Thembi responded to the controversy, I did find something very interesting, because in the few videos she would post right after this controversy, a lot of the comments were clearly on Thembi's side, with one comment saying, "I came here from Zee Nxumalo's video, Lapo Usisi uyahosh karamaima enjena," gaining 2,000 likes. And another comment saying, "Came from Buiselo's video, you're so beautiful." But even another crazy comment that would say, "But why Zee Nxumalo treats a legend like you so bad like that?" gaining 9,600 likes. But an even more popular comment would say, "Sazi wena tina sis bumshaka," gaining 14,000 likes. One thing is very clear about this situation, and that's the fact that Thembi has a lot of support from her fan base. A lot of people clearly took a side regarding this controversy, and they really do expect Zee Nxumalo, or at least Usisi, to offer Thembi an apology for their actions. However, Zee Nxumalo has addressed the situation, and they said there's really not much to be gathered from the incident, and that everything we're seeing is being taken out of context. However, we'll just have to watch and see how this interaction plays itself out in the next few weeks.